Morning, happy Monday. Jackie Broman here, as usual, going live on a Monday morning for you with a short snippet of legal information. All these videos do get saved onto our Facebook page, so if you go to the videos tab, you will see all the past videos. So if any of them are relevant for anyone that you know, please tag them in the comments under the video if it is not a private matter, but if it is, you can also direct message them the video. And today I wanted to talk about ways to resolve issues without going legal. Now, a lot of people are worried that when you go and see a solicitor, it means that the matter becomes bigger than Ben-Hur and then they go legal, so to speak. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Of course, selecting the right solicitor will help that, but lawyers are typically trained to see the legal problem, take it off you and want to fix it, right? So that's part of what our legal training is. However, you don't have to hand over control of the situation to a lawyer. You don't have to let them only see the legal problem and make decisions for you. It's more and more the preference for more and more lawyers and clients these days that the client keeps more control of the situation and responsibility for the outcome. What you can do is find a solicitor that can just give you the legal advice without going legal. Just getting advice doesn't mean that it has to become bigger than Ben-Hur. So what you at least should know through getting legal advice are your variety of your options and also some of your rights. Because if you're going to be compromising on some of your rights, you need to know what those rights are. And then you're in the better position to be able to control the matter yourself and work out what options actually suit you and what don't. So then knowing that point, you can then access a whole range of alternative dispute resolution services. So there are free ones, there are ones that low cost, there are mid-range costs. So you can do all this stuff without a lawyer, just having got some initial legal advice about your position and where to start. It's also good to keep in mind that what you think is fair and what your legal rights might be don't necessarily go hand in hand. So, as I said before, lawyers look and see the legal problem. However, there's often many other elements to the problem other than the legal issue. So there are often relationships involved. There's often financials involved. There are also all sorts of other interplaying emotions that affect decision making too. So your feeling of what is fair doesn't necessarily mean that it matches what your rights are. So, I mean, it's hard to articulate, but quite often when someone does go down the traditional path of going legal, they often take a position and want to defend their legal rights, and they set a best case scenario for themselves and then don't really want to budge from that, wanting to fight for a principle or I'm entitled to a certain percentage, not even thinking about, well, what are all the options and what are the future, what do I actually need for the future? So being better informed can help you make better decisions. So yes, having the legal advice is important, but remember that there are many alternative approaches to going down the traditional legal path. A lawyer has their place in helping you do an alternative pathway, and then obviously helping you put it into terms of settlement and helping you meet the requirements of what your agreement is. However, don't think that You still need to these days hand over the matter to a lawyer to just deal with for you. As I said, many more lawyers are now wanting to work with you, wanting to unbundle services, not wanting to, wanting better outcomes for clients by giving them more control. So just bear those things in mind when engaging with the legal industry, particularly in 2020. It's been the year for change. It's been a year where consumers have a whole lot more power and being more educated about how to engage with the legal system, how to engage with lawyers is really part of that as well. So, yeah, I hope that that's helpful. I got a little bit on my soapbox in some ways, but I do think that it is important to think about how to approach things differently. The system doesn't work for many people, and so if we continue to do things the same way and expect a change, isn't that the definition of insanity? So we need to change the approach if we want better outcomes. So, like I said, this video, along with all the others that I do live on a Monday, will be saved onto the page so you can go back and watch those. If this you think is helpful for anyone who is starting to have a legal issue, please either tag them in the comments or direct message this video to them if you think that it would be helpful. Otherwise, I'll be back again next Monday. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you then.